In the philosophical work Apology, Plato quoted Socrates stressing the importance of living the examined life. With some extra time on our hands these days, I'm curious just how many of us have had the opportunity to do just that, to examine our lives and wrestle with the question, what's really important in life? Yes, everyone has his or her own concept of what is important in life, but in light of COVID-19, have you given the subject some more thought recently? On this subject, there always seems to be some humorous illustrations. For example, there's a tombstone in Wisconsin that leaves no doubt about the priority of the person who lies in that particular grave. Under a certain man's name and the dates of his birth and death is carved this inscription, bold 300 in 1982. Well, that's what was important to this man. He wants bold 300 and he wanted the world to know it. And some of you bowlers can relate to that. And then there's a teenager named Buck who was walking home one day when he suddenly realized that two men were flanking him. "Give us your wallet," one of the men insisted. "I have a gun and I'll shoot." "No," Buck said. "Hey man," said the man holding the gun, "don't you understand? We're robbing you. Give us your wallet." "No," Buck said again. "Give us your wallet or I'll knife you," said the other hold-up man. By now, the robbers were pleading more than they were demanding. "No," Buck said once again, and he kept walking, and a few steps later, he realized that the two men had disappeared. As he related this story to a friend, the friend asked, "Weren't you scared?" Buck replied, "Of course I was scared." "Then why didn't you give them your wallet?" asked the friend. Buck answered, "Because my driver's permit is in it." Yes, everyone has his or her own concept of what is important in life, don't they? And yes, those are some amusing examples. But seriously, in the midst of this pandemic, have you been able to take some time to reflect on your life and wrestle with the concept yourself, asking, what does matter most in life? I believe blogger Matt Valentine says it well when he reminds us that our lives and priorities are all different. However, there are some precious things in life that are pretty much universal, and so never lose track of these: family, friends, love, your calling, and your health. And then on the subject of health, Valentine further comments, "This is one of those things you don't know how much it means until it's gone." And I would certainly agree with that. But there's one other precious thing I personally would add to Valentine's list, and it's this: faith. Why faith, Chaplain? Well, as Arthur Dobrin of Psychology Today states, faith is an expression of hope for something better, for it speaks the language of the heart. I like that. Faith is an expression of hope for something better. And what is hope? Well, hope is an expectation of good things to come. And don't we all need that right about now? Friends, I trust and pray that during these unprecedented days, that we'll all take advantage of the extra time afforded to us right now and look at it as a gift in being able to examine our lives, to take an honest look to see if some unnecessary and unproductive things need to go and some new and noble things need to be embraced. Yes, we're all a work in progress. And perhaps one of the blessings in disguise in all of this is the opportunity to hit the much-needed reset button in particular areas of our lives. For as the Turkish proverb says, no matter how far you've gone on the wrong road, turn back. And friends, if that happens, then we can conclude that living the examined life now pays good dividends for our todays and for our tomorrows.